Last month's top spot was grappled by the shinobi-inspired action game Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, bringing new heights to the Sengoku period. This month's roundup of games takes players on a slightly different journey of old and new, with some classic titles making appearances on new platforms. Whether you're looking to take on a familiar game on another platform or searching for a newer challenge, there's a variation of games to suit different moods. Without further ado, let's get into the month of April. Honourable mention, Darksiders Warmastered Edition. Releasing this month on a new platform of the Nintendo Switch, Darksiders Warmastered Edition brings the first entry in the franchise that focuses on the four horsemen of the apocalypse. The first game features War, who acts along with his brothers as the enforcers of the Charred Council, maintaining the balance between heaven and hell. But War is called to Earth due to the chaos raised between fighting angels and demons. As he tries to defeat a demon, he realizes his powers are being drained. He next wakes up accused by the Council of being the cause of the end of the world. In order to prove his innocence, he returns to Earth to clear his name, but is tied to a watcher to keep him in check. Gameplay includes wielding apocalyptic powers, brutal attacks, supernatural abilities, as well as an extensive arsenal of weapons to choose from. There are also quests that will take you to the wastelands and dungeons overrun with demons. Evolve your playstyle using a range of relics, upgradable options for your weapons, unlock new abilities to suit your destruction. Darksiders Warmastered Edition comes to Nintendo Switch on April 2nd. At number 5, Vaporum. A single-player game with steampunk theme, this dungeon crawler RPG Vaporum is inspired by games such as Dungeon Master 1 and 2, as well as the Eye of the Beholder series. The story takes place stranded on a small islet situated in the middle of the ocean. Entering a gigantic mechanical tower, you must uncover the mysteries that lie within, as well as discover who you are. While most RPGs favour abilities to level up, Vaporum focuses on proving your exoskeleton, because in this game you are what you wear. The gadget system allows you to change up your loadout at any time, which gives players a great deal of flexibility for different situations that you may encounter. As you progress, unlock new circuits which will give you a permanent attribute advantage as well as passive skills. The title offers first-person combat in real time, puzzles as well as level-wide objectives, and a gadget-based RPG system. As you explore the immersive steampunk world of Vaporum, you will be rewarded with loot as well as an enigmatic story, which is accompanied by a fully voiced cast of main characters. Vaporum releases on PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch on April 10th. At number 4, Vambrace Cold Soul. Vambrace Cold Soul is a narrative-driven roguelite title that pits players against brutal challenges matched with deep strategy. Players take on the role of Evelia Lyric, the only human able to enter the frost-covered Ice Snare, the Cursed City. Now inhabited by its former residents that have been raised from the dead, these wraiths plague the city. It is down to you to bring hope to this darkened land, as you bear the enchanted Vambrace. Plan your missions underground and then head to the surface with your team to combat strange encounters. Journeying into an epic fantasy adventure, this title spans over 7 chapters captured in a beautiful hand-drawn art style. You can choose to take part in subquests to unlock character skins, battle through perils with your party in turn-based combat, choosing from 5 different races which include humans, elves, foxia, dwarves and drow, and 10 different classes. Items can be crafted as well as armor, use materials gathered from your side-scrolling adventure. It's down to your decisions that will make or break your party's survival. Vambrace Cold Soul will release on PC on April 25th. At number 3, Final Fantasy X and X-2 HD Remaster. Now joining 2 new platforms, Final Fantasy X and X-2 will be arriving in April for Xbox One and Nintendo Switch. In Final Fantasy X, players follow the story of Tidus, a Blitzball player who journeys with a young summoner named Yuna. Together they set on a quest to save the world of Spira, and an advanced universe that relies heavily on Machina, but it now suffers from the endless destruction caused by the villainous Sin. In Final Fantasy X-2, you return to the world of Spira, 2 years after the commencement of the Eternal Calm. Both titles offer over 100 hours of combined gameplay, with remastered graphics offering players the choice of listening to the original or new enhanced audio. Final Fantasy X takes on the classic turn-based system but adds a few twists with the actions and cooldown times, which can rearrange sequence order or even swap out active characters during battle. The sequel, Final Fantasy X-2, uses a modified ATB system which has been used in other titles in the series, but is more fast-paced and allows 2 actions simultaneously. Explore the world of Spira, take on quests, minigames, and optional side quests. Final Fantasy X and X-2 HD Remastered releases on Xbox One and Nintendo Switch on April 16th. At number 2, Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age. Another Final Fantasy title making its way to Xbox One and the Switch is Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age. In this entry, the kingdom of Damascus has been infiltrated by the forces of Arcadia. It's down to a couple of vagabonds, a knight, leader of the resistance, a sky pirate, and a rabbit lady to take on the wicked enemies and save the kingdom. There's an airship, humanoid rabbits, and chocobos. What more could you want from a Final Fantasy game? This entry in the Final Fantasy universe takes on a different approach when it comes to combat. In this title, battles take place out in the open, no teleporting to battle scenarios here. Tailor your party's actions to behave as you wish using the gambit system between fights. Actions are carried out once cooldowns have completed. Swap and switch actions in the list of commands to have them play out when ready. You can gain new commands to customize your squad further from merchants throughout the game. Combat is fairly flexible when it comes to characters, allowing you to choose any role to cast them in, with a selection of 12 variations of licenses. For example, choose White Mage to gain those much needed heals, or Fallbreaker for a more up-close combat build. The remastered version brings an updated feature which allows players to speed up actions if you wish, and New Game Plus mode. Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age releases on Xbox One and Nintendo Switch on April 30th. At number 1, Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen is set in an open world where players will be able to embark on an action combat adventure accompanied by 3 AI companions, also known as pawns. Together with your crew, you'll battle terrifying enemies to reap the rewards. Wield a sword and shield as a fighter protecting your group, or take on the role of mage by using spells to attack or recovery magic to aid your party. There are a number of different jobs to take on to suit your preferred gameplay style, which includes fighter, strider, mage, warrior, mystic knight, ranger, assassin, and magic archer. You can even summon other players' pawns to aid you in battle by visiting a Riftstone. The game has been adapted for a more Switch-friendly gameplay experience with a revamped user interface, meaning better screen visibility for both handheld and docked mode. Dragon's Dogma was first released in 2012, directed by Devil May Cry lead Hideki Itsuno, which was later expanded with Dark Arisen. Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen will join the Nintendo Switch on April 23rd and comes with all the previously released content and DLC. Well, that's a wrap for the top RPGs of April. Did I miss your favourite April release? What games are you most looking forward to this year? Please let us know in the comments below.